Alright guys, welcome back to another video where I make a vlog every single day. Probably every single week now, but I'm vlogging every single day and I'm going to post every single week. But this week's going to be a big one. I'm thinking we're going to hit 295 on bench. That's the first goal. Second goal, let's check my weight actually. Let's check it real quick. Second goal is to get my weight up to 174, 173, somewhere around there. I'm hoping to gain at least 2 pounds this week. We'll see what it's like at the end of the week. Last week I forgot to do that, like compare at the beginning versus end of the week for my body weight. But this week we got it locked. Acne's not looking great, so hopefully we can also fix that this week too. But I do have a test today in like an hour. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:38 a.m.
Thanks, cutie. 9:38. My test is at 11, so I have like an hour and a half. But I'm gonna try to make breakfast real quick before I head out. I woke up super early today because I accidentally set my alarm. That's supposed to be for 8:30 p.m. I set it for 8:30 a.m. So I woke up an extra half hour early, but I wanted to wake up early anyways because I want to do a little bit more studying before my test, just to make sure I got it locked down. But before we do that, I gotta get something to eat. So protein pancakes, baby, let's get it. Alright guys, so we're on our way to first test of the year actually. I have not had a test yet, surprisingly. Wish me luck. Alright guys, we're back, finished all my class for today. And as far as the test, I literally walk in, alright? We have all our seats, everyone's packed in, this big room. They start passing out the tests, and like they're probably halfway through passing out all the tests. And the teacher's like, oh shoot. He makes an announcement. He's like, hey guys, we accidentally have half the answers on the test, so we're gonna have to reschedule. So I didn't even take the test today, but my allergies are actually killing me. Not that that's related, but it's actually insane. But yeah, so I didn't even have my test today, and it'll probably be Wednesday because that's the next time I have the class. So I mean, I low-key don't love that because I was kind of ready for it and I would have just rather gotten it over with, but whatever. It is what it is. Wait. The exam is canceled. Are we serious? I don't have to take that test? That's actually insane news. I thought it was just going to be rescheduled, but we're just not taking it anymore, baby. Let's freaking go. I used to pray for times like this, a rhyme like that, and it was it. Like Alexa, play Dreams and Nightmares.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for?
Alexa off. Alright guys, we gotta lock in. So we're back, and I still gotta study because we have other tests that probably won't be canceled. So let's get it. Alright guys, so it is Tuesday, and I just finished all my classes, but my leg is not feeling great. So if you don't know, actually I don't know if I've explained it in insane detail yet, but I've talked about it a little bit in my other videos. But basically I've been having back problems, and I might have a herniated disc or something wrong with the disc in my back, and it's pinching my nerve that goes down my leg. And basically like all along the back of my leg down to like my calf area, and then like my middle or the lower part of my back like hurts, and it like goes off and on, but like sitting down I feel like makes it worse. So yeah, I've been going to PT for that, but unfortunately it's kind of acting up right now, so it doesn't feel great. But I am going to physical therapy in like 2 hours, so hopefully they can fix that up. But aside from that, I got homework to do, and we got our second meal of the day. I didn't record because I recorded my protein pancake yesterday, but I had protein pancake this morning, and then we got a whole plate of teriyaki chicken and rice. And I just loaded this bad boy up with I don't know what it was, duck sauce, something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this right now, do a little bit of homework, and then head to PT. And then we're hitting shoulders and abs today. I know what you guys are thinking, Smarsen, why are you hitting shoulders by yourself? But trust me guys, if you wanna get shoulders like this, and they don't look that great right now, but just trust me, my shoulders are not that bad. And I just like hitting them by themselves. So I do traps and like delts in one day, and I feel like that's just kind of optimal. I just go crazy on them. But yeah, that's what I like doing, so that's what we're hitting today. Alright guys, so we just finished up the day, and man, it was definitely a day, and not in a good way. I don't know if anybody's ever said that in a good way, but today was rough, I can't lie. I don't want to get into it, but basically I'm just not feeling great. And we have lots of work to do. But I did just make 5 tacos, Taco Tuesday, baby. Everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna hit shoulders, maybe, unless I have too much work, and then we're gonna push that off till tomorrow, and I'll take a rest day today. But one thing though, I'm like 75% sure that I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. I'm like pretty certain. Like I can kind of feel it right now. Like my head's like clogged. My throat's like on the edge of hurting. Like I can kind of feel stuff like getting down in there, but it doesn't hurt yet. And I have a headache. Like it's just definitely a chance I get sick. I feel like butt tomorrow, but so that's not great either. So we'll just see what happens. I also feel like everything I'm like looking around is like in slow motion. Like my head's just not processing it, but I don't know what that's about either. And my back's kind of messed up today too. Wow, so I said I wasn't gonna get into it, but I'm getting into it. But anyways, I'm gonna eat these tacos and everything's gonna be alright, and we're probably gonna hit shoulders. But if we don't, we'll hit it tomorrow. Or if I'm really sick, then I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't got all the answers. Alright guys, so today is Wednesday. We finished up all of our classes for today, and my prediction was kind of right, kind of wrong from yesterday about me getting sick. I don't feel great, but I don't feel as bad as I expected. My throat's like kind of sore, but it's not like terrible, so I'll take it. We got shoulders and abs today, so I'm gonna head to the gym in like 30 minutes, an hour. Hopefully I don't skip out like I did yesterday, but we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so as you probably guessed, I'm heading to the gym. I do feel a lot better than I did yesterday, I will say that. This morning my throat kind of felt like a little sore, but not terrible. But yeah, now my throat doesn't really hurt. Thank you. And feeling a lot better, so that's good. My head still hurts a little bit, but not that bad. But one big problem is that my back keeps spasming, and it was shooting through my leg before. Now it's not really doing that anymore, maybe a little bit in my hamstring, but I've been doing these stretches. I think it's been working, it's helping. And the issue though is for the gym, how this affects my gym progress is my uncle, who is a doctor, a surgeon I should say, is like, I told him about my issues. It's been going on for like a month or a little bit over a month, maybe 2 months, maybe 3. But you know, it's been going on for a while, and I told him about it. He said if I need to go to the gym, I should do half the weight and just increase my reps. I was like, all right. But then I've been going to my physical therapist for like probably over a month, maybe 2 months, and he said that I should do everything the same that I usually do. Like same weight, same everything. And I told him about like what my uncle said, and he was like, yeah, that doesn't really matter, because you know, you're still going to be doing if you're doing the less weight but the same amount of intensity, like you're doing more reps, you know, you're still going to be straining your muscle the same amount. Which, I don't know, science-based lifters might have something different to say about that, but I think that my uncle might have been thinking like maybe my form is bad if I do a higher weight, and I guess there is a higher chance of me risking having bad form if I do more weight. But I feel like there's also an equal amount of chance that I have bad form if I start doing more reps. Like if I did a lot of reps until failure, like my last reps probably won't be the best form. So I don't know, maybe the weight, I don't know. It's definitely something to think about. I'll probably just do less weight. I don't know, about half the weight. Half the weight's kind of crazy. I would literally have to do like 50 reps of everything, which holy fatigue. So I don't know, but before we do that, I gotta get some gas. Alright guys, so we're at the gym. Like I said, hitting shoulders, going light on everything. I'm trying to do slow and controlled reps just because I don't feel like doing a million reps. Doing more reps than usual, but I've been thinking about my split. Whoa, got a little smoker lungs there, but I was thinking about my split. And I'm thinking that I need to start hitting arms twice a week, and buys and tries. Because right now I do back and buys, chest and tries, shoulders, abs, legs, forearms, sometimes rest, which is almost a full week between each body part I'm hitting. And I feel like my arms just like aren't changing. I feel like they've stayed the same forever, and I don't like that. So I think I might need to start doing more volume. I don't know, because I also do so many sets for each workout, so like I'm already here for 2 hours, so I don't know, maybe I do less sets each day and do more sets overall. I split it up instead of doing 5 back days in one day, maybe 3 back exercises in one day. I split up into like 3 back exercises one day, 3 the next day, but I'm doing it twice a week instead of once. Because I'm still gonna be here for forever, because I'm gonna have to pair it up with something else. Like 3 other things. I don't know. I was thinking about this for a while. I can't figure it out. I kind of want to do buys and tries today, but my shoulder day by itself is like an hour to an hour and a half long. So, I don't know.
I was so wrong for so long, only trying to please myself.
Alright guys, so we're back home, and I did end up doing shoulders, abs, and a little bit of biceps. I only did 2 different exercises, 3 sets each, but I didn't do triceps because, I don't know, my triceps were kind of sore. And then I did throw in a little physique thing at the end. I know somebody commented that, I think, unless I just made that up, but I'm like 90% sure somebody said to show my physique updates, so got that in there. Also, something I just learned, and I'm probably gonna forget, but this battery, it's like the OG battery, so it's like a little bit smaller, and it's older, obviously. It doesn't fit well in this camera anymore. I don't know how that works. Maybe if the batteries are used more, they get smaller, but I would think that they would expand. Because heat, expand, I don't know. But, yeah, it like, if I move my camera around, like if I did this with my camera, my camera would just shut off, and it was doing that like the whole time I was recording. Like I would record something, and like a minute in, I would actually move it like this much, and then it would just like shut off, and then it would delete that whatever I just recorded. So that was a pain, but I think I worked through it, hopefully. If I didn't, then that's why I have like no clips from the gym. But luckily this battery works. I got 2 of them, so just can't use this one, but I can use this one and the one I'm currently using. So now I need to do a little bit of homework, and I also need to figure out what I'm doing with my Instagram account because I'm dropping followers like flies. It's actually insane. I probably lost like 200 followers in the past like week, which is crazy, especially since I'm still posting on there and I'm posting the same type of content that I have been. So what's going on, guys? But my strat is now, I think that the problem is I'm not being personable enough with you guys on Instagram. So it's just like, you know, you're following somebody who's just posting random crap. You don't really have any reason to follow them. So I'm going to try to connect more with you guys, post more on my story, make it more personable, maybe switch up the content a little bit. I kind of like the content that I post, though. I think it's good quality. But you know, if that's not what you guys want, then I might have to switch it up. You know, I've done this plenty of times where I posted stuff and y'all didn't like it, and I actually did this for like a year straight without getting any followers. Actually, I want to talk about this because this was insane, and this is like one of the reasons I'm not gonna give up no matter what, because alright guys, this is what maximum efficiency looks like. Over here, we got the chicken cooking up for dinner. Over here, we got the plates drying. I just did the dishes. And over here, I already did, kind of did my homework. I really, really want to drop out. I don't think you understand the urge to drop out, especially because my college allows you to have like an insanely long gap semesters, like amount of gap semesters. I think it's like 8. Oh, it's so tempting. The only problem is that like I need something like to work on. Like I have so much stuff to work on, but I need something that I know will work. And I just don't know. Well, not that I know that it'll work. I need a plan of something solid. Like I can make these. I'll have more time to make YouTube videos. I'll have more time to work out. I'll have more time to edit, all that kind of stuff. But realistically, I can do that in college. The problem is that I just don't have much time to do it. But the other thing is that I'm working on a business adventure thing with my friend here. So like if that starts working, then I might take a gap year, because not necessarily even if it works, just like if we get a solid plan of what we're gonna be doing, and if school's taking up too much time, gap semesters might be looking good in the future, and I would be so excited if that was the thing. But we'll see what happens. That's in the future. But we're editing right now. Got my making clips because I don't have enough money to be paying for clippers to make clips of my YouTube videos, so we're doing it ourselves. Alright guys, we just finished up cooking dinner. It's 12 a.m. p.m. I don't know, it's nighttime guys. I think it's a.m. Yeah, that sounds about right. But I'm tired. I can feel the sickness like rushing towards my head, and it's just like clouding up. So I definitely need to go to bed, but we can't finish off the day without hitting our calorie goal or protein goal. So this should tip us over the edge, if you know what I'm saying. 700 calories left. Maybe not, but I'll drink a Fairlife too, and then 40. I need 60 more grams of protein, so probably won't do it. So I'll probably have a Fairlife and eat this chicken, and we'll call it a day. Never mind, guys. We freaking killed it. 230 grams of protein, calories 3,500. All right, guys. So today is Thursday, and I actually forgot today was Thursday. I thought it was like Wednesday, so even better. But let me show you. I have to do this every 2 hours, my physical therapist said, because of my back. Where I don't know if this part cut out whenever I accidentally recorded in slow motion. But my back, might have a herniated disc, and it's pinching my nerve that goes down my leg. It could also just be a muscle that's pinching my nerve. But something's hitting my nerve, and it's causing my leg to be messed up. But my back also is messed up, so we're trying to figure out what's going on with that. But this helps my leg feel better. So my physical therapist told me to do this every 2 hours. Alright guys, so we're going on a walk right now because I was low-key tweaking for a while. I still am tweaking. I just need to get outside. I was on my phone for so long doing editing and finding something for my sister's birthday and homework, all that kind of stuff. So just had to get outside, get off of the digital things, just listen to some music, maybe just listen to the nature, you know what I'm saying? Just get out. Sometimes you gotta do that when you're feeling stressed. But yeah, my back is low-key making me tweak because there's a very solid chance that I have a herniated disc, which basically just means that this disc in my back might have had an issue and somehow it like got overgrown or something, like, or it's bulged or something, and it's bigger than it's supposed to be, and it's hitting up against a nerve, which is why it goes down my back of my leg. I'm just trying not to bend over because literally as soon as I bend over like a good bit, like it just goes like just lightning on the bottom of my back. So I don't know, I'm gonna take a walk, try to clear my head. So I was just walking back from class, all right? And I was just, you know, chilling, walking. You know, there's typically these guys that like walk around. They're from this one church that I don't really know exactly what they believe. They're Christians, I think, maybe Catholic, but they don't believe that you can go to heaven. Like, at least the people I was talking to, they didn't believe that you could go to heaven until Jesus came back a second time. Or they didn't even believe it was Jesus that would come back. They believed it was something else. But anyways, so they like come up to me and like they have a different belief than I do, like kind of like a little bit different. And I'm a non-denominational. I believe that Jesus came on the cross so that we could, if we believed in him, want a relationship with him, loved him, then we could go to then we could be with heaven with God. And like I said, they had a little bit of different view on that, and we started like talking about it, and you know, they're chill, they're nice, but they just kept like asking me to cite things. They're like, oh, where did you see this in the Bible? And I'm like, I know it. Like, I've heard people talk about verses of it being in the Bible, like Bryce Crawford, like all of them, and like I just didn't know the exact verses because I'm reading the Bible right now. If you don't know, I'm doing 2 pages a day. I might have to up that to 4 because like this is taking forever. I'm still in Kings and I've been doing it for like a year. So, but I mean, I was doing 1 page for like probably half or more than that of a year. Like, I just recently started doing 2 pages a day, but like I'm trying to go through it steadily so like I understand it, and also just so that I do it every day and I don't set like too big of a goal where I just can't hit that many pages a day. But yeah, I was just like, gosh dang, dude, if I was having this conversation like a year from now, like I would have so much like more evidence. Like I could be like, oh yeah, like Luke chapter 3 verse 5, or I don't know, like that's just so cool to me that people can do that. Like, that's crazy. But I was just like, they're like, oh, where'd you see that in the Bible? And I was like, oh, I don't know, and I just felt so like, so you know, gotta work on my understanding of the Bible more. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. But anyways, it is leg day, and we're cooking up some food right now. I was gonna eat tacos, but then I was like, I've had that like 3 nights out of the past 5 nights, so we're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna make spaghetti and meat sauce. Oh my golly goodness, guys, I think I accidentally made a little bit too much. But we got this, so it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Alright guys, so we're at the gym and it is leg day, so I'm going to be trying to do squats. My doctor said not to do anything crazy, so he actually said do half the weight that I usually do. So we're gonna go a little bit above that. Maximum I'll do today though is 225. But I'm really just gonna be focusing on form and making sure my back doesn't hold. Guys, this might be the most depressing lift I've ever hit. Hitting 135 is my top set. That's not true. Hitting 155. No, actually, I don't even know what I did. I think I did 135 as my top set, and my back was definitely feeling it. So, I mean, it didn't hurt, but it was like definitely sore. Like I could feel that it's like weak right now, and like that was a struggle. So, I just keep going light on everything. It actually really sucks because how am I gonna hit 315 on bench if I'm supposed to go light on like every single workout? I don't know. Alright guys, so it is Friday today, and oh shoot, I was heading to the gym. Wow, that just jump scared me. And then I looked back and I realized there was a freaking wasp in my car. Holy, the freaking doggos are going crazy. Crazy. Oh crap, wait, let me put myself down. How are you? Alright guys, so it's currently like Saturday or Sunday, and I forgot to record my weight for the end of the video. So I'm just I noticed because I started recording, or I started editing the video. So unfortunately, I don't have a digital scale at home, but we do have this old thing. So I don't know if you can see that. I don't remember what we started at, but that thing says I'm less than 170 pounds. I'm pretty sure my other scale said I was greater than 170 pounds, so that's not great. But I'm like 90% sure that I gained weight. So I think that scale's upstairs. It's just kind of tweaking. Alexa, pause. So that'll definitely be something that I should work on for next week, about actually making sure I track the beginning and after for my week's weight. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next week.